play Emrakul. Gain control of them. So we can actually use this. Let's have this fight Meteor Golem so it dies. Move the commander to command zone. We're not going to move it to the command zone. Pass the turn. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Gnome here, and today we're checking out Emrakul, the Promised End. Shadows over Innistrad has released, and yes, we're checking out Emrakul. Emrakul is a really sweet commander, but it is like a feels bad commander when it gets played against you because they can just disrupt your whole game plan. They know what you have in your hand. They have control of everything you do. So if they manage to get rid of your commander in any way, they can just choose not to put it in the command zone. And that's what you see me do in a couple games. And that's by itself, it's just extremely powerful. The only thing with this deck is, yes, that ability on Emrakul is super powerful, but it doesn't necessarily win you the game all the time. It is really fun to do though, and that's usually the main goal of this deck, is to just get the ability. Doesn't even matter if we win, we just want to do the ability. The deck is not competitive. Any kind of disruption to your board state, your mana rocks, the deck is just really fragile. Emrakul costs 13. You get a little bit of spell reduction with it by having cards in the graveyard, but it's usually not going to be that many. You're going to lose a lot of games. So I wouldn't craft this. If you have a lot of the stuff to play it, yeah, go ahead. But I wouldn't craft Emrakul as a competitive deck if I just wanted to play, because you're going to lose a lot of games. If you just wanted to play it to get the ability, play as your opponent, that's pretty funny, and it's really crazy to do some funny shenanigans. But besides that, the deck's really not that amazing. This time I didn't separate the cards into piles just because most colorless decks kind of have the same thing. Pretty much running every mana rock that we know of, except for a couple that didn't make sense, like Arcane Signet. But yeah, the deck pretty much wants to ramp up to Emrakul or Ulamog or Kozilek, and it's just a really simple idea and really simple deck. So the best part about it is getting that second ability, like I said earlier, and just having fun. So without further ado, let me know what you guys think of the deck, and hopefully you enjoy it, and let's see how the deck does, shall we? Okay, we go first against Asika. I like this hand. Let's keep it. Not much we can do. Remember, the goal is to just take control of our opponent. Whether we win or lose, that's a different story. Alright. Got our land. Let's play our mana rock. So, I play Firemind Vessel here next turn. That'll ramp us up quite a bit. Perilous Vault can be used for insurance. Although I'm scared they're going to hit something that can destroy the Perilous Vault before I have the mana to play or to actually activate it. So we don't have to worry about the Prismatic Bridge until next turn.
You ready, Pom-Pom-Chan? And let's see the face.
Oh, Introduction to Annihilation is like the perfect card we want. I'll just play Joyous Familiar. Then we'll play the Deck of Many Things. So they get a land here. They'll probably end up playing Prismatic Bridge. We're still a ways away from playing Emrakul, unfortunately. The Deck of Many Things can really help us out here. So we can annihilate that with the Introduction to Annihilation. They do draw a card, which just makes this a terrible removal spell, but it's all we got in colorless. Nice, we hit our lands, that's great. So we'll get rid of the Prismatic Bridge. It's probably not going to be too happy about that. And then we'll Deck of Many Things. Nice. This is return a card. I thought it says return a permanent card. Sweet. That's good. We used it. We used it first before we Deck of Many Things before we activated it. So now they're just gonna play out their hand. which is a smart thing to do. We're actually holding our own. They haven't played anything crazy. They haven't played any planeswalkers that are crazy powerful, which is amazing because that gives us a chance. And we keep hitting our land drops. That's just awesome. All right, let's deck as many things. Nice. We draw some cards. Ooh, Immortal Sun's gonna shut them down. I'm not gonna play the Perilous Vault. I want that to be a surprise. So their Planeswalker spells do not work. No, not the Rex Sage. It is a sad fate, unfortunately. Yeah, you gotta run the Rex Sage, right? No! Don't flicker the Rex Sage. That's annoying. Well, I mean, we've had cards in our hand that we really needed, and they just happen to have Charming Prince and Rex Sage, so can't be too mad about it. So wait, what's their ultimates? Kaito's at 4, Kizamina's at 6. Okay, so they're not gonna ultimate anytime soon. Well, I definitely want to save the.
Good feeling about this.
I want to save the Introduction to Annihilation for the Prismatic Bridge. They'll probably end up destroying the deck of many things here. Which, you know what? I'm cool with that because as long as they don't destroy our ramp, I'm okay. Because now we can play Emrakul. Alright. Banishing Light. Rafine, Elspeth Resplendent, land. Let's play Asika. So they can't play Prismatic Bridge. Let's +1 this guy. And then let's get rid of the I'll just do this. I'll do this. And then I will Banishing Light. Let's get rid of the Pristine Talisman. We'll swing in. Block. I love it. Emrakul is amazing. You know, as powerful as that ability is, like it can really disrupt can really disrupt what your opponent wants to do, but at the same time it's not really like, yeah, you can take control of your opponent and you can really disrupt their plans, but at the same time, you know, if you only have so much mana, you can only do so much with what they have. So you can do stuff like what I just did, Banishing Light, my Pristine Talisman. That still hurts me because I lose the mana, right? There wasn't a way I could have gotten rid of Rafine. There wasn't a way I could have gotten rid of like Elspeth. So it's just those things where, as great as the ability is, it's not really It's not game winning, as you can see, because we still have to deal with what's on the board here.
Stay alert. Something's up.
Okay. Well. I say let's Perilous Vault. What I could have did too was banishing like the Emrakul, and then I could have Perilous Vaulted, and then that would have given me the Emrakul back. Then again, I need to cast the Emrakul to get the ability. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. They can cast Prismatic Bridge, but they know we have the introduction to Annihilation, so don't know how useful that is. That's bad force. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that Nissa. That was an amazing top deck. Nissa would have been bad because they can destroy artifacts, and everything's an artifact in our deck pretty much. Oh, we got the GGs. I guess opponent, because I mean he knew we had the introduction to Annihilation. What he could have did was just bait it out of us. Played the Prismatic Bridge. Played the introduction. We kill it, and then he plays it again. But I guess he didn't have a way to get rid of Cityscape Leveler, so GG's. Okay, we're up against, what are we up against? Rafine? Oh yeah, we definitely losing. We are definitely losing. What do we want to do? We keep this. Let's take a look at what they got. Connive. Really doesn't bother us. The second ability does more so. Ledger Shredder. Perfect for Rafine. Let's play our Lantern of Revealing. Pass the turn. Here comes Rafine. Here comes Rafine. Here comes Rafine. Oh, here comes Rafine. Oh, buddy, you go. No blocks. Would they get rid of Invoke Justice? Okay. Let's play Gilded Lotus. So I guess that Connive, right? That Concoct and Connive, that can bring back like something crazy from the graveyard. We will choose to pay. Let's do 5. Do 5 life. So if he doesn't play a creature, we can port it off Phyrexia next turn if we hit a land. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, if they don't do anything to our board, we can play Portal of Phyrexia. Which wouldn't be too bad for them because see, there we go. See, so now we have to hit a land drop to actually get our Portal of Phyrexia out. Oh, what did he discard? I have to know. Mausoleum Wonder. So we ported off Phyrexia. Let's play Meteor Golem. I was worried about the counter spell that they might have. But Meteor Golem works too. Painted Indulgence. As long as we get rid of the Rafine, I think Rafine's like their, that's their card they want to play. Jorah's Familiar, we'll play that, and then we'll make a Phyrexian, or a dude off the Phyrexian processor. And that is going to be a return. We're going to swing. They can take control of our dude here with the connive, so that's something to watch out for, but we don't want to block, right? Because that would just have our Joy Familiar just die. Kaya's Wrath is no good. But you know what? I'd rather them Kaya's Wrath than play something crazy. Because we can always just do this. Lantern of Revealing. Get some lands. Call the Death Dweller brings back the Ledger Shredder. This is probably the slowest Rafine deck I've ever seen. My turn. Little Gnome has gone back with Mama. Had to feed him while she handles some business. Do we play Emrakul here? I'd like to. Yeah, let's play Emrakul. It might get countered, but you know, it's whatever. Let's swing. So let's see. They have Connive, Concoct, Swords of Plowshares, Thief of Sanity, Negate. So let's play the No Priest for nothing. Let's Swords of Plowshares, the Ledger Shredder. The opponent was not having any of that. They're like, bruh. I mean, they had a counter spell. They had Connive Concoct, so they can just return something to their graveyard. I mean, from their graveyard. But they really weren't doing anything. The Rafine just died. Oh, that was a good game. We go first against Finn the Fangbearer. Let's keep this. Edifice of Authority is pretty good. Especially against a deck like this. Ooh, Forsaken Monument? That's gonna be gorgeous. If we can get to it in time. Finn's gonna come down here probably. We're gonna have to have a decision to be made. We're gonna get the counters on us, and I'm pretty sure they have a lot of proliferation. Thanks to the new set that just dropped. Run one's Vanquisher. Okay. So we did draw a Mana Rocks. That's amazing. Let's throw the Lithiform Engine at the bottom. I don't think we're going to need it. We just keep hitting our land drops if that's okay. So next turn I'll be at 6 poison counters. Which is pretty bad. Good at Lotus. Play the Edifice. I won't be able to activate it though. Just hope they don't have anything with haste with Death Touch, because then I'll be at 8 poison counters and then we'll be really in trouble. We still need to do something about stuff. To put permanent for colorless, add an additional colorless, so we'll do this. Meteor Golem. Get rid of the Fin. Because as long as they don't have the Fin out, then they really can't do anything. Then we can't activate Edifice of Authority because we have a mana floating, so we'll just throw that Talisman to the bottom. I hope they don't have a way to remove the Meteor Golem, because then we're just dead. Yeah, we're just gonna block. Up to 8 poison counters. We'll be able to play Emrakul. But at what cost? We could Haunted Fingraph, return the Meteor Golem to our hand. I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's do that. As much as I don't want to. I feel like I have to. And we'll pass a turn. As long as they don't have proliferation in their hand. Alright, so we'll make this not be able to attack. And we'll make 3 treasures and scry. Build a ruin. I'll keep that on top. We need land. So we play Emrakul. Gain control of them. I'm not gonna bother using our mana. Oh, they did have this. They have a Scry Shot Ambush, so we can actually use this. Let's have this fight Meteor Golem so it dies. With the commander to command zone, we're not going to move it to the command zone. And we're going to pass a turn. No attacks. So Finn's in the graveyard, which is great. Because they don't have a way to get it out of the graveyard. And that might make all the difference in this matchup. Kuro. Let's do this so that can attack. This just gives flying, right? Creature does combat damage to a player. Draw a card, discard a card. Okay. Nothing too crazy. Alright. Let's sack a treasure and draw a card. If the prompt will it keeps hitting the undo button. Stop. Thank you. Inventor's Fair. Alright, so let's play Phyrexian Processor. We'll just make it we'll just pay 5 life. And we'll actually do this. So this can't attack or block. We'll swing. Oh, is that attack or just... Oh, it can't attack this turn. It can block. Whoops. I made a mistake. I made a big mistake. But they're not going to block, though. I don't know what that's about. We'll make a Phyrexian token. Yeah, I thought it was... The second ability makes it so they can't attack or block. I thought the first one did, too. Oh, no. Don't have a cultivator or something in hand. Oh, they can Kura. No, okay, never mind. It won't work. Never mind. I'm thinking of something else. So we can actually win next turn with the Emrakul. Yep. GG's, because that Official Authority's second ability can make the Kura not block. And we were so close, man. Just one more poison counter would have done it. GG's. Can't do nothing against that. We can't win, man. We're on the draw against aggro decks. We're just one turn away, man. They had the upper hand. What just happened? No point.